What's going on YouTube is Donnie B all day. So guys, Rambo knives never stop coming. Never stop coming. This one is made by Jed Hornbeak. Now, I told you, clarification. So we did some Rambo knives, right? The two Rambo knives from Last Blood came in, and I did both of them. And I said in the first video that to me it felt like there was some kind of 440 steel going on. And then I got a notification. Somebody said actually, and they showed me the stats on the blades, and the blade said a completely different steel. And so I was like, oh wow, but what that was the statistics and the materials for the actual pole designs, the original ones, the real ones. So I believe it's either 440 or 420A that went into the Hollywood Collectibles Groups ones. So a little clarification on that. But I've been using them, and I wanted to see, all right, well, let's see if this steel is actually any good. And so far, I'll tell you what, man, I haven't had to put a sharpening on them. Both are still razor sharp. Both are still banging. Both are still great. I actually have them over here, but let's get into this one right here because this thing is nasty. So, one of my complaints about the Heartstopper was the guard. I wasn't a very big fan of, the big fat guards and whatnot. And Jed Hornbeak did his integrated. Oh my gosh. And rather than leaving a full 1/4 inch stock piece of steel sitting right here, he rounded and smoothed all those edges, so the guard is flawless. Jed Hornbeak, Hornbeak. He's here on YouTube and he's on Facebook, and he is the guy, if y'all remember, Jed Hornbeak is the guy that forged my D-Bad Nepalese Gladiator. So, boom. The guy knows what he's doing. When I had that one forged, right, I didn't know this one was coming. He sent this one as an extra. Now, this thing is A2 steel, A-OK, A2 steel, A2 steel, a 2-inch belly, so it's thicker than the original Heartstopper. We have a 9-inch blade. We have, I think it's like 14.5 inches overall to the skull crusher. You can see he kind of did his own shape in here, which is a really, really nice reverse grip shape and a flawless foregrip shape. Really, really nice. Now, the scales, these things are a little different because what happened was he sent me 2 rough cuts, the 2 flat slabs, and he put this shape into the end, and he carved in this little hole for me right there and already had the Chicago screws. So he had 2 just pieces of slab put together with the ends roughly done. And he basically said, listen, I got some black micarta. He said, if you want to use them, use them. If not, don't. And I said, well, I'm going to use them. So I did what I call my Bigfoot tooth design. And what it does is it gives anywhere you put your hand on this grip, the Bigfoot tooth design, the meat of your fingers just gets swallowed in these little grip points. And it is crazy, crazy comfortable. Now, when comparing it to this quasi Rocky Mountain tread style stuff, you can see it has the same purpose down there, but then it has them all the way around, where I did a nice thick spine on my grip and I rounded off the edges really, really nice, just so it fits, because I like it to fit in all the hand creases. You know what I mean? When you make a fist, your fist isn't round on the inside, right? Your fist, you could see there's lines everywhere you move your hand. It leaves a crease, a straight line. And I wanted this to squeeze into that straight line, and I wanted this to squeeze into that line. So I have this line, I have this line, I have this line, and it fits 1, 2, 3, perfect all the way around. He did a knockout job on this blade. I like it because I think the original might be maybe 1 3/4 inches or 1.5 in the belly, where this is a full 2-inch belly. You can see the sweep right here. This upsweep is just really, really enhanced and really beautiful, but nothing beats the integral guard. I freaking love that. You're not going to find a better guard than something that's part of the blade, which is an A2 blade. So let's see. I haven't done anything with this outside of make my own scales. That's it. That's the only thing I did. And I'm really glad he gave me the opportunity to do the scales do the scales I want, because, you know, only you know your hand, right? So check this out. I'm talking, this is crazy razor sharp madness. The Jed Hornbeak Heartstopper. Man, this thing is sweet. Crazy comfortable, weighted perfectly. He's just a master at what he does. And you'll notice this shape right here is to mimic that kind of like 3D insert in the original grip. And he does a great job on that. We're going to do a versus, a between the two and test of 2 Heartstoppers type thing. But for now, we are just going to concentrate on this beast. It almost looks like a shark. Man, this thing is a serious blade. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it out to the outer world over here, and we're going to go have some heart-stopping fun. Let's go. All right, so before we stop at the stump, let's get some of this guy right here. This big, thick, nasty cardboard. What I want to do is try to figure out how I can do it. Actually, I'm going to put a stab straight into this guy. Oh, man. There's the tip right there. All the way through. That's what, a 4-inch piece of cardboard. Look at that wound channel. Just disgustingly nasty. Look at this. That's serious. Just an awesome blade in the hand. Once you put a Jed Hornbeak knife in your hand, I mean, the first thing in your mind is, holy crap, this is an awesome knife. Anything he makes is just brutally, disgustingly awesome. I mean, that's through some pretty thick cardboard right here, right? I got a double layer going on. Just nastiness. Look at this thing, man. I could barely get it out of there. That's freaking awesome. Look at the way the wound goes. You can see that shape where it comes out. Look, it looks like a little fish. Or a claw. All right, so let's get it over the stump. I just had some over there, and I was like, hey, let's play with it. All right, so let's do some heart-stopping fun with the Jed Hornbeak Heartstopper A2 steel. And is it sharp? Oh, it's sharp. Let's do a couple of 4-foot drops, and we'll see how he did on his balance. And whoo-wee. Now it's unfair to judge his balance because I'm the one that did the scales, and that, you know, his might be a little different. It could change a little, but it's still really good no matter what. A couple hard downward throws. We'll see how these scales stay on. I'm the one that screwed them on, so they should be okay. Man, this thing is just nasty. Just nasty. Nasty. Miss Jackson if you're nasty. All right, so let's see. Let's see here. Woo. Let's see here. Can this be a bush blade? Can this be a bush blade? Can this be to take it out camping, do whatever you want to do with it blade? Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's see. Let's see if we can't find ourselves a tip here. Make ourselves a really nice tip. Oh yeah, of course we can. Why? Because this was done by Jed freaking Hornbeak. This was done by Jed, Tennessee living Hornbeak. So I know that no matter what, if I want to make spears and arrows and tent spikes, it's going to be no problem. No problem at all. This guy knows how to make a blade. Look at this. Look at this. Straight through all the way. We got the skull crusher in the back. Bada boom, bada bing, ta-da. Honestly, every single thing I've seen him do has been meticulous. My Nepalese Gladiator is probably the finest piece of knife work I've ever seen in my life. It's maddening how nice it is. So I had no doubts that this thing was going to be an operator right here. So what I want to do is I want to come down into this stick, right? And then what I want to do is I want to use the swedge to split it. So because it has a skull crusher on there that's sharp, I don't want to slam my hand onto that. So I'm going to put my grip over the skull crusher and I'm going to hammer on my own grip. And you can see how well that works, right? So now I'm just going to bend down and start cutting the wood. And I almost cut my hand, but I didn't because I'm lucky. There we go. Look at that. So a lot of people don't know that you can split wood with the swedge of a knife as long as the swedge is done right. And this is a Jed Hornbeak freaking design. So everything it does is going to be doing right. Boom. This thing is freaking awesome. All right, so let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun. How's this edge? Let's see if it's going to be able to take a beating. Yep. Yep. Holy mackerel. Golly. This is so nice, man. You know, when you could put a knife in your hand, you can get some M-Tech or something, and you can put it in your hand, and you go, oh, wow, look at that. It's pretty cool, man. It feels good. But then when you put a real knife in your hand by a real knife maker, by a master bladesmith who hand does the knife, you know what I mean? It's not just some mass-produced garbage. You put that in your hand, and you go, oh, man, what a freaking difference. What a freaking difference. If you guys are out there and you are looking to spend a little money to have something done that you want done absolutely right. I mean, maybe, who knows, maybe your grandfather had a design back in the day and you thought to yourself, man, I would love to have my grandfather's knife design done. Man, you want to send it to somebody who you know is going to make one awesome freaking blade. Look at that. You send it to a guy like Jed Hornbeak and you say, listen, man, I got some money, burning a hole in my pocket, got the design, and I want to get it done. And that's what happens. All right, I got these 3 pieces right here. Easy money. Easy money. Golly. Look at this thing, man. This used to be a full stick. Oh. Let's see. Just carving off some of that bark. I love it. This thing, get this guy out of the way here. Let's get this guy out of the way here. It's causing me some problems. There we go. Now I can play. Holy Moses. So I have to say that he just does a great job in overall balance, does a great job in overall weight. He uses a steel that you have no worries with. When you're talking about A2 steel, I mean, what's your fear? Where is your better get Mako? You don't have any of that. This stuff is just built to last. It's built to work. And that's one thing that you can be guaranteed is going to happen, is the knife is always going to work. It's always going to last. It's always going to be there. Let's find a nice piece of, hey, get up here. Let's find a nice piece of hardwood here. Got to yell at the dogs because that's part of the game. All right, here we go. Nice piece of sycamore. That's a good hardwood. Wow. Look at that cut right away. So, as you know, this is a fighting knife. That's exactly what this is made for. This is a battle blade. Not today, it's not. Today, it's a do whatever the heck you want with a knife. Oh, man. This is a change your middle name knife right here. This is a who's your mama knife. Golly. People, this is some serious stuff right here. I'm telling you guys, you're looking for a custom knife maker, Maybe you're in the States and you think to yourself, I really want a USA made, you know, homegrown blade. This is the guy you reach out to. This is the guy right here. I mean, whew, even I'm not a big sub-hilt fan because I like to play with knives, and sub-hilts just don't always do it for me. They leave rough spots in your hand when you're chopping and hitting with a blade. This thing's not. The way he carves out this finger hole gives me plenty of room to dance my finger inside, so I can tighten the grip here on these 3 fingers and keep a loose grip here. So even if I keep my finger out like a trigger finger, you see that? I'm still getting full chops without any issue. So I don't have to worry about having hot spots or messed up areas from my hand banging on that. He leaves you plenty of space, and not because that's what it calls for, because it's different on the original. It's because he's just really freaking good. So I mean, I don't know. It's just, I just want to keep playing with it. It's awesome. This blade is a fun one, man. This is the kind of knife that you get and you say, I am so happy I have this knife. This one is one of those, never get rid of it. Ugh, always in the collection knives. I'm trying to not pound the wood into the ground. And you can see, I'm having a hard time because this just keeps diving into the ground. But I mean, just going through hardwoods and splitting and doing whatever I want it to do. This is a custom knife maker that, you know, you can trust. It's a custom knife maker that you can say, I need this done perfectly, exactly, 100% the way I want it done. And this is the guy that goes, easy, I can do that. And when he says something like that, when he says, yeah, I can do it, guess what? He can do it. He can do it. This guy's amazing. And I mean, how many knives do you have that can cut leaves? Yeah, it's a real deal, guys. This is an absolute real deal knife from an absolute real deal knife maker. I mean, he is a no joke. Put it together. Hey, Mr. Hornbeak, I bet you didn't know that happens. Golly, a real deal tough guy knife right here. I mean, look at this blade. This is something that, you know, comes straight from the hand of a master. The handguard integrated, whew, man, I freaking love it. And here's something I haven't told you guys lately. I freaking love it. All right, so let's have just a little bit more fun. We already know that whatever I hit is gonna work, right? We already know it's gonna do the damn trick. But I see a vine sitting over here against this tree, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I want it there. So we are gonna open you guys up right here. Yeah, you can see that vine. You can see that vine. These things suck, man. They suck. It's all entangled in that tree. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is a no joke vine right there. I'll show you what I mean. Look at this thing. That is solid. That is solid. But so's this blade. So is this blade. Solid. Awesome. I mean, dude, this thing is fantastic. And the best part is I didn't even know it was coming. I didn't even know. This guy was just like, hey, Donnie be all day, you look mighty handsome in your fedora. So I'm going to send you a knife. And I was like, yeah. Except I didn't know it was coming, so that conversation never happened. I just opened it up and went, yeah. Guys, man, you're looking for a custom knife maker. You want to check out somebody who really knows what they're doing. And he did a tomahawk that he made, a custom hawk, where his entire video is just like 30 minutes just throwing it between trees, and every one of them's a hit because he knows what he's making. He knows how to do it. This is fantastic. I can't wait to do a versus and really show you guys a side-by-side comparison so you can see the differences between this one and the pole design, the actual the Rambo Last Blood Heartstopper, the what do you call it, collectibles one, the 105,000 first editions. This thing right here, oh man, fan freaking tastic. So that's it. I'm calling it on this one. I wanted to see how awesome it was wielding, and I found out. Holy moly. That's it. I am let's see, I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.